What's up, guys? It's time for the Q&A. And yeah, so you guys asked me some questions around a week ago. I posted this Q&A video celebrating 100 subscribers. Again, I don't have 100 subscribers, but I was actually going out to visit my grandparents for 3 days, and I thought, man, while I'm gone, you guys can ask me some questions, and I'm 5 subscribers away from 100, so it doesn't really matter at this point. So yeah, let's begin answering some questions. First question comes from Mr. Midgetman, and he asks, what will be your primary focus in a video game, like getting the achievements or playing on the hardest difficulty? Also, are there other video games you plan on playing, such as the new Saints Row 4 game and Splinter Cell Blacklist? What is my primary focus in a game? It really depends on what kind of game it is, and something like Skyrim, my primary focus is something like Skyrim is just to play with a character until I'm bored. Example as a video maker, I just make videos until I'm bored. As for something like a game like Minecraft, what is your game goal in Minecraft? It's just to have fun. Or a game like Bioshock Infinite, which is actually very story-based. You're not going to really play around with the game after you're done with the story, really. So it really depends on the game. As for achievements, achievements, I sometimes do achievements when I'm really bored, but it's not really my thing. My main goal in games is really, again, depending on a game. If it's a story-based game, I just complete it and probably never play it again unless I'm really into story, or if it's a different game like a sandbox game, then I'm just gonna probably play it around, stop playing, come back to it. It really depends on the game. Another question this guy asked is, what other games you plan on playing? And I really don't know. I mean, you guys can suggest what kind of games. He gave an example, something like a Saints Row 4. I don't know. I think the best idea to actually, the best gaming idea, like the best game suggestion would be probably the game that you can be original on. Something like a Skyrim, you can be really original. Like every character is different in something like a role-playing series. So yeah, that answers that. Again, if you guys really want me to play something, if you guys want me to play another RPG, you can just suggest, and if I get a lot of suggestions, I will play the game. It really depends on what you guys want. Next question comes from Space Pirate 369, and he asks, which Elder Scrolls games have you played, and which one is your favorite? So this is very easy. Now, I have played 3 games. I haven't played Arena and Daggerfall. I have played Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, as well they released. So which one is my favorite? I'd say Oblivion. Just Oblivion had the best, I think, story out of all. It really actually immersed me into the story. Something like little Assassin's Guild, the Dark Brotherhood quest line was actually fantastic. I dropped my jaw when they would tell you it. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it if you haven't played it yet, but I think just in general, I think Oblivion is a more fleshed out game. It did have a lot of problems on its release, and mods did fix a lot of problems, like the leveling thing that everyone would level with you. That was just a little weird. Skyrim fixed a lot of that, but I think Skyrim misses on a lot of dialogue, and I don't know, just the whole storyline just didn't appeal to me. I don't know. So out of all, which one is my favorite? It will be Oblivion. And yeah, and that pretty much answers that question. The next question comes from Storer71, who asks, what state do you live in? Alright, dude, I'm gonna give you an idea. I live in I'm not American. I live in Lithuania. So Lithuania is, well, a lot of Lithuanians like to call it the Central of Europe, but it could be argued. Well, essentially, it is the center of Europe, but who cares? So it's above Poland. So you guys can north of Poland. So I'm gonna put a map on the screen so you guys can see. So there it is. So that's where I live in. I don't live in a state. I don't live in USA. I'm sorry. Okay, next question comes from Matu01999. Very cool username. He has two questions, and the first one is, have you taken any extra English classes to have a better commentary, or to get better at commentating games? No, I haven't. And you guys would be really surprised how my classmates fail in something like an English class. I'm not sure why they do, but apparently Lithuanians are not really good at English at all. Like, my classmates just fail. They can't even read a sentence correctly, some of them. And again, it's about me. So, how, being as a foreigner, and we have to learn English in Lithuania regardless. You can be a total crap at it, but who cares? I played a lot of video games, and I don't know, just with video games, it just grew on me. Like, playing the game that I used to play a lot was RuneScape. You guys probably know that game. RuneScape was made by a British company, so British guys. We're from Britain. We drink a lot of tea. Yes, and I played that game a lot, and I stopped playing obviously. But what else I did was I actually just a lot of talking. Just a lot of talking in English, and you just get your voice correctly. I'm still crap at it. I mean, I'm not good, but it definitely helps. Also, I like watching a lot of podcasts where it involves a really long session of videos, and you can hear like a British accent coming through your ear, and you're like, okay, I can take some pointers out of it. If you want some help with it, I really don't know how to help you with getting better at commenting. If that's what you really want me to say to you, or advise you in, I really don't know. Just probably one of the better things you could do is probably just read out loud. Like, get a book and read it out loud and do long sessions of it, and you're gonna probably get better at commentating. Second question this guy asked was, how much did your PC cost? Now, you guys are probably gonna laugh at me, but originally I bought my PC pre-built. Yes, I know, don't point me out, whatever. I bought it, I could have built it, but I didn't have enough practice on it. I was actually pretty scared, like, oh my god, I'm gonna mess up. Like, actually, it's super easy, and I actually really regret buying it pre-built, because after I bought it pre-built, I was like, well, the PSU is like in the wrong place, and just everything is like messed up, and I have a stock cooler, and I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. So what I did a couple of months after I bought the pre-built PC, I actually had to buy some new parts for it, because the PSU was like something Chinese, and just something from Chinese was terrible. It could have been exploded in any second. And of course I bought a non-stock cooler, aftermarket cooler, and I made some changes. But the one thing you're asking is how much your PC cost. It was around $1,000. So yeah, $1,000. Now, the way I bought my PC was actually half the price was from my parents, and half the price was from me. But I didn't have money at the time, so what I did was I said to my parents, I'm gonna work for a month in my dad's shop. My dad actually owns a shop, so I worked there for a month, and my PC is actually now mine, and yeah, it's independent. But one thing you guys should do is, again, go to About page, and it lists all of the software I use and all of my PC specs. Again, my PC can sometimes change. I like to, change some things around, switch one part, and so yeah, you guys can do that. And the last question. The last question is from Harry King. Love this guy a lot, and he asks, what are your plans after you finish Skyrim, or are you just gonna play it forever? So this question is fairly simple. What I'm planning on finishing Skyrim, probably until I get bored of the game. Right now, something like Falscar, it's fun. Like, Falscar is new, so I really don't know what I'm gonna finish. I'm probably when I'm finished a lot of questing, and I might take a break. I might make a new character after a long while. But what I'm planning on doing when I'm finishing Skyrim is probably starting an Oblivion LP and getting into it. Like, doing every quest possible. Nah, just kidding. Probably going to be skipping the main quest in Oblivion as well. Yeah. Thank you guys for asking me questions. That was really cool, and as a first Q&A, I think it was pretty fun answering your guys' questions. So in the next Q&A, we're probably gonna have a bit more questions, eh? And now I guys wanted to discuss some other things with the LP that are currently going. The first question that some of you guys were asking, like in my latest 16th part episode, was why didn't take the shout from the wall. The reason why is Lucian is not a Dragonborn. I want you guys to keep that in mind. I skipped the main quest entirely. Now the reason why is because, again, one of the things I really hate with test games is usually you are the one, right? You are, even though you're a prisoner. You're the one. We don't care. You are the one. You're the Dragonborn. Or in Oblivion case, it's like, you're the amulet. The king gives you the amulet. It's. I don't like that aspect. I want to really skip it because what it has to do with Lucian. Lucian's no Dragonborn. I don't want to be Dragonborn. I want to be a regular guy just living in Skyrim. But no, you have to be the Dragonborn. You have to carry the shouts and stuff. No, I don't want to. Just get off me. I don't want to do that stuff. So, a lot of you might argue that, that's stupid. Who would want to do that? Well, I want to. I don't like it. So, I mean, if you guys really think that, Lucian should be the Dragonborn, no. This character is not a Dragonborn. He's not related to dragons at all. He's just a regular guy from Tamriel, Cyrodiil, and just wants to get rich in Skyrim, and that's why he came here in the first place. I hope you guys can understand that. So that's the first sort of discussion topic that you guys asked me. The other sort of discussion topic that came up on one of my videos is from Seventh Skipper, and he said, if you have the capabilities of live streaming, you definitely should live stream. And I don't know, should I live stream? I mean, how would I do that? I would actually need to live stream different games rather than Skyrim, because I think it would just be weird to live stream Skyrim and doing an episode at the same time and then uploading the same episode. That's just weird. So I don't think you actually need to live stream something like Skyrim games. What I could do is I could live stream a different playthrough, not Lucian, but a different character, and just only do live streams on him. Just no videos on him on my channel, but different, only on live streaming, Twitch, whatever. Only then you can actually guys see the character live. Now, if you guys didn't know, Twitch also allows you to, I think, rewatch the live streams. So for those of you who live in different time zones, maybe can't get in the live stream or whatever, no problem, no biggie. You can just go watch on Twitch after I'm finished with it. But then again, I'm just saying that it would actually require a different playthrough. Playing as Lucian on live stream, that would be just weird. I'm doing videos on YouTube channel, so you can guys go check that out, and not on live streaming. I might look into it. I might actually go ahead and check if I have the capabilities to live stream. One of the biggest things with live streaming is not your PC. You know, you need a decent rig, but you can do it with a low-end PC. It depends on a game again, but one of the biggest sort of drawbacks is probably the internet. Now, my internet isn't as fast as you guys think it is. It's not like a lightning bolt. Nope, it's actually like a snail. It's a slug. It's very slow. So it might actually cause some problems, but I do have a decent rig, you know, so that probably isn't a problem. But you know, probably the biggest drawback for me would be my internet, which is slow. So that's that discussion topic, and I think that pretty much wraps it up for this Q&A and sort of the / discussion video. Again, I want to thank you guys for subscribing, liking my videos, watching, and commenting. Always appreciate it. If you still have some feedback, please leave it below this video. I'll gladly read out. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know, you're always welcome to join my channel and experience the Lucian adventures, which are actually sometimes kind of dreadful. He gets killed a lot. No spoilers, but seriously, guys, really thank you for support. I really liked getting comments. That's probably the biggest, most awesome thing in making videos. It's actually the comments, seeing someone saying, "I enjoyed this episode." It's like, yes, you know, someone did. You know, I would actually prefer comments over likes. Like some people, you know, oh, you know, famous YouTubers don't have time to read all the comments. You know, but something like me, oh, I want to read all the comments. Come on, guys, just leave them. So yeah, that's pretty much the video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Let's Roleplay Skyrim. Yeah, that. Goodbye.